All right, guys, if you were absent today from class, here's the note you missed. First off, the warm-up is, what is that red dotted line called? It is called an asymptote. Next, you want to write down this equation. You use this equation for exponential word problems. Okay. A is your initial amount. You add or subtract based on if you have a growth rate or a decay rate. Your R is going to end up being a percentage. You want to change the percentage to a decimal. T will represent time. A student who hates baseball sold a baseball trading card for $2. However, the value of the card increases by 8% every year. Write an exponential function that represents the situation. So here is my equation. They said that my initial amount was $2. I'm going to do 1 plus because we are increasing. My R is 8%. Move the decimal over twice to the left to change it to a decimal. 0.08 to the T. We do need to simplify what's in the parentheses, which becomes 1.08 to the T. And that's your equation. Now on your graph here, your y-intercept is 2. So that's what I'm going to make my y-intercept. This is a growth, so I want to show that this is a growth. I do need to talk about my 3 attributes. First, the y-intercept. We already mentioned that that is 0, 2. When it comes to the domain, majority of the cases, domain is all real numbers. But in our case, it's not going to be that because we cannot have this negative time. Time is my x's. I can't have a negative amount of time. So my domain is going to be x is greater than or equal to 0. My range, on the other hand, is not going to be y is greater than 0 in this case because I have y values that are above or equal to 2. I don't have anything here in between 0 and 2. So my y values are greater than or equal to 2 instead of greater than 0. Next, my problem here, I want to find out the value of the baseball trading card in 10 years. So take my equation and then put it to the 10th power. And then type that into my calculator and see what I get. Which is 4.31785. However, since we are talking about money, we want to make sure that we say about $4.32 when we round it. Okay, pause the video, try this one on your own. So that right there is the equation that you should get. Again, let's go ahead and graph this and then come up with our attributes. Plot my point at 32,000. It is depreciating, so that means it's going down. It's a decay. My domain, again, it can't be all real numbers because we don't go to the negatives. In this case, they're all greater than 0. So x is still greater than or equal to 0. My range, though, I don't have My line is not going up on my range, it's going down. So this time my y values are less than or equal to 32,000. However, notice that I left this space here before y. I had to do that because when I'm decaying here, my line, it keeps going down and eventually it's going to get to 0, but it can't go below 0. Can't go to the negatives. So that means the lowest y value I can have is 0. Next, find the value of the car in 2013. Well, originally we were in 2010, we went to 2013. 2013 minus 2010 equals 3. So that is my time, is 3 years. 32,000.95 to the third power. Again, find out what that equals to by typing it in your calculator. Hopefully you got 27,436. And that's it. Make sure that you go work on your check for understanding if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.